What's happening, everybody? Just a quick video. I got hit up by an old friend of mine yesterday, and they were mentioning about how they were having issues with tip pool and tip theft from other servers. And when they brought it to managers' attention, that the managers were like, well, you guys have to sort it out. I think tip pool, my personal opinion, I think tip pool is one of the best ways of building team bonding and morale, especially in small teams. It works perfectly for small teams. Even big teams, it means that everybody gets looked after equally. Now, people will say, well, what if I work harder? What if they are slackers? The pack mentality of tip pool and pack mentality of what you should have in your team will quickly push out anyone who is lazy, not pulling their weight, so on and so forth. But again, usually 9 times out of 10, managers and owners are the ones that sort of impose the tip pool on staff. So when staff complain about coming back to tip theft, and that's the thing, and managers go, well, that's your problem. It's not your problem, it is management's problem. It's management has put upon you tip pool. It is their responsibility to make sure that the staff are looked after and tip pool is run properly. Tip theft is equal in my book to any other sort of theft in a venue. As a manager, if someone's stealing food from the kitchen or someone is fucking stealing booze from the bar, tips being stolen by other staff members is as important as those things. So as a manager or owner, if you have tip pool in your venue, now I'm not going to get into, this is a provider, I should have done this at the very start, I'm not going to get into tipping culture. I don't even want to have a part of that story because I think tipping culture is into itself a little bit of an individualistic thing, and I just do not want to get into that. This is all about tip pool, venues, management and owners' responsibilities on looking after, one, your staff. Primarily you should be looking after your staff, and two, making sure that if you've imposed tip pool on your staff, that your staff are being looked after in that tip pool. So if it's something you've imposed, then it's your responsibility as a manager or owner to make sure tip pool is getting run properly and staff and tip theft is not being happening between staff. That's my little tidbit on tip pooling. I hope that helps anybody who asked the question about tip pooling the other day.